It's Haley. Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do my makeup while I tell you a story time, and it's the story of my art camp in middle school. I believe I went to this camp in the summer of 4th grade before starting 5th grade. So this camp was a couple hours away from where I was living at the time. I remember we did like carpooling with this girl who was also going to the camp, and I was so awkward. I mean, I still am, but like as a child, I was extremely awkward. And I remember the car ride. Yeah, my parents drove us up, so her parents must have driven us back down. I don't remember that well because it was such a long time ago, but yeah, the car ride was so awkward. We barely said a word to each other. I was like aware of my breathing. I was so anxious, I remember. I don't remember exactly how long the camp was. I think it was a week. And we were staying there. So we had like dorms that we were staying in. And yeah, I was extremely awkward. So like I didn't really make friends, like not even really with the girl that carpooled with me. Like we were friendly, but like I wasn't like super talkative. And I remember not like connecting on a very deep level with anyone. Like I was trying to have fun, but I also just really wanted to go home, and I was homesick because I was extremely sheltered. I started my period the first night that I was there, and this was like not that long after I had started my period like at all. So I was still new to having a period and not very good at managing it. And I didn't bring that many pads. And I remember the first night we watched Flushed Away. That's a good movie. And I was watching it and I had like really bad cramps and I was like bleeding so much, and yeah, that really sucked. While we were at camp, they had us pick out nicknames for ourselves, and basically that's what we were going to be referred to the entire time we were at camp. I chose the name Tang because she was a boss in a PlayStation 2 video game called Pirates of the Caribbean: The Legend of Jack Sparrow. Basically, the game was you had to like play as Jack Sparrow through all the iconic legends and tales about him, like that are referenced in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. And Johnny Depp actually did the voice for the game. I think it got like mixed to average reviews, but I really liked it. And yeah, so that's where my name came from, Tang. There was a boss, I think her name was Madam Tang. So yes, I was very socially awkward and very like I would daydream a lot. I would be spaced out a lot. So I wouldn't really respond to Tang. Like someone would be like Tang, 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 and I wouldn't react because I was used to hearing my real name. I remember a good chunk of my group was pretty rowdy, and they would get the whole group in trouble, so like all of us. And this was very strange. Like looking back, I don't think they should have been allowed to do this, but the camp counselors as punishment would make us do I I don't know what it's called. It's la chaise in French, but when I looked it up, I think it's called like a wall sit, like a wall sitting exercise. They would basically make us sit like with our back against the wall, like straight, like as if we were on a chair, but like with nothing underneath, and then they would like time it, like as a punishment. And yeah, like I wasn't like a super fit kid, so it was really exhausting for me, and it was super unfair because I wasn't the one that had done anything wrong. It'd be like people acting out in the group. And on top of that, it's still corporal punishment. So I feel like they shouldn't have been doing it at all. Very strange in retrospect. Very strange. In terms of the actual content of the camp, I loved arts and crafts. That's why I signed up. And it was an art camp. So when it came to the activities, I did enjoy them. But my all in all experience, I would say, was mixed and probably overall negative. Just because, like I mentioned, I was homesick, I was on my period, I was awkward, and yeah, like the weird punishment. I remember I liked the food actually. They gave us like lots of food and snacks, so that was nice. I remember that I bled through my pad in the night like a couple of times, and my sheets were like destroyed. And I was too embarrassed to tell anyone, so like I feel bad for whoever had to do that laundry. I was so awkward. And like very shy. And then at the end of the week, we were doing a dance, and it was kind of like a reward at the end. And like they told us to bring a cute outfit for it. And yeah, everyone was really looking forward to that. But I was a late bloomer. I was awkward. I remember I didn't bring anything nice. And I bled through like a few of the pants and stuff I had. So I ended up wearing these pink kitty cat PJ pants. So all the girls were there in their cute little outfits and like little dresses with their hair done and everything. And then there was just like me with my pink kitty cat PJs. I remember they were like silky. Oh, and I had run out of pads. Like, I feel like a couple days before I went back home, I had run out of pads. And instead of asking one of the camp counselors, like, if, like, I'm sure they could have gotten some pads for me, but I was too awkward and embarrassed. So I was just, like, rolling up and shoving toilet paper in my underwear, and, like, it was not very effective. So it was very uncomfortable during that dance, unfortunately. So, needless to say, when the week was up and the camp was over, I was very relieved to be heading back home. Just had to endure the awkward ride back with that girl's family until we met my parents. And yeah, I did not go to any camps any of the following summers after that. So yeah, overall it wasn't the best experience. Like I said, I really liked the content of the camp, but the experience as a whole, absolutely not. It was probably good for me to challenge myself and do something. Thank you so much for sticking around until the end. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.